guys, my name is Victoria Pavlov. I'm the Photoshop artist. Welcome to my studio. Today I will show to you how you can restore old photo with Adobe Photoshop on the iPad. Yes guys, we can do it now. So guys, let's start. I have opened image I would like to work with today on my Photoshop on iPad. I will be using my iPad Pro and of course Apple Pencil. So guys, by default now I have only one layer, old photo layer. Before I will start working on restoring my image, I would like to duplicate my original image just to show to you before and after later on. So I will click on these three beautiful dots and I will ask Photoshop, please duplicate my layer, just like that. And I will hide my original layer, simply clicking on an eye icon, just like that. Now guys, I will zoom in my document for better preview, just like this. Let's see. And I will click on spot healing brush tool. As you can see, let me close for now. When I highlighted my spot healing brush tool, Photoshop activated a setting panel where I can adjust my tool. If I will click on three dots here like this, I can enable a few features. First of all, if I would like, I will sample all layers, but with this particular example, I don't want to sample all layers. I would like to work only using active layer. And also I can enable or disable use pressure for size. I always prefer to use pressure for size or pressure for visibility of my brush. It helps me to, without switching to any other tool, to control my brush stroke or my tool. So I enabled everything as I wanted. I will increase size of my tool, probably about 13, and also I can control hardness of my tool. If I will click on this dot, I will be able to bring hardness of my tool down or up. So basically I will apply, if I will move my slider somewhere in the middle, I will have my brush, my tool will have very nice feathering edges, which will help me to apply more, to retouch my image in more realistic way. So I will move my slider about in the middle a little bit more, and let's start fixing this image tag, just like that. Click on the area you would like to improve and simply massage it, just like this. Look at this. How simple is it, guys? Just like this. You can increase or decrease size of your you can make it your document, you can zoom in your document in a way it will be easier for you to work with. My personal preferences, I'm usually zooming in my document, and after few steps I'm zooming out my document just for better preview, like I did just now. But it's my way of working. Everything is up to you. So using same tool, I will start removing these scratches out of this old photo. If you made any mistake, simply click on undo button on the right top corner and you will be able to undo or redo your steps. So no stress at all. Now I will remove scratches out of this girl's dress, just like this. Just like this. This is very old photo. And if example, particular in this area of my image, using healing brush tool, I cannot remove all scratches in a way I like, so I would love to remove it completely without any trace of working on this image. And I'm not stressing out because I will fix everything just in a second. On this stage, I'm just trying to simply fix all visible scratches, just like this. Maybe if I will increase size of my brush just like that, it will be easier. Yes, just like that. And for now, yes, I can see area where I removed all scratches, and as I said just a few seconds ago, I don't care about it. I will fix everything just in a second. And this area just like this. Remember guys, we specify Apple Pencil pressure for sensitivity. So what we did for size. So if you will press your Apple Pencil harder, you will increase size of your tool. Keep it in mind. Just look at this. So I'm periodically zooming in my document and moving to another part of my image, just like this. And now guys, let me show to you before and after. So far this is before and this is after. Look at this, much better already. But I have areas in here I would like to improve right now, just like this. Look at this. How awesome is it? And guys, I can start working on my photo restoration right now from anywhere. I don't need to wait until I will be back to my office, or wait until I will be back to in front of my computer. Basically, I can start working on my project from anywhere, and this is awesome. Just like this. What I will do now, guys, now I will switch to another tool. If I will click and hold my current tool, just like this, I will be able to switch to clone stamp tool. I love clone stamp tool. It's very helpful tool in my photo restoration workflow. I'm using this tool on Photoshop on desktop and Photoshop on iPad all the time. Now, let's adjust our clone stamp tool. First of all, I will click on this three dots icon, just like this, and I will specify if I would like to sample from a current layer only, or from current and below layer, or from all layers. I prefer to sample area only from my current layer. Also, I have options to use pressure for size or use pressure for opacity. With the clone stamp tool, I prefer to use a pressure for opacity. As you can see, I'm enabled it already. So again, with the clone stamp tool, I prefer it's very important for me to use a pressure for opacity. It's easier for me. Now I can increase or decrease size of my tool. Of course, I can increase or decrease value of hardness of my tool. I prefer to have it somewhere in the middle, and also I can increase or decrease the value of opacity of my tool. With clone stamp tool, I prefer to have it almost 100%. That's it. Now we can use the clone stamp tool. Guys, under above our three dots icon, we have this kind of a targeting tool. If you will click on it, you will be able to sample area you would like to use to restore your pixels. Example, if I will click on this icon, I will click on it area I would like to restore, just like this, I will be able to paint over my damaged pixels. But with Photoshop on iPad, everything is easier for us. Guys, do you see we have this circle I can move anywhere? This is modifier. With the clone stamp tool, I don't need to click all the time on this target tool, target icon. I can simply click on this modifier, hold it, and pick sample area, just like this, release modifier, and I will be able to use my clone stamp, just like this. I will increase hardness of my tool, I will increase opacity of my tool to 100%, and I will bring size of my brush down, and let's fix this area, just like this. And again, guys, if you made any mistake, you can undo it at any time. And I will recommend you to apply small brush stroke. Don't try to fix everything in one time. Never work in this way, never will work in this way. Just be patient with your photo restoration. I'm holding my modifier icon, I'm sampling area next to the area I would like to improve, and after I sample this area, I will paint over my pixels I would like to restore, just like this. And again, guys, you can adjust setting of your tool at any time. And again, if you made any mistake like I did right now, don't stress out, simply undo it. Guys, you can do better job than I'm doing right now. I have only 20 minutes to stream. Definitely I would like to restore my this image in my usual good way, but because I don't have enough time, I will try to restore this image as quick as I could and in the best way, just like this. Now I would like to restore this area. What I will do, I will increase size of my clone stamp tool, just like that. I will click on my modifier icon, I will sample area, just like this, and I will paint. Small brush stroke, short brush stroke, and release your hand, just like this. It's easier, it's faster, you don't need to undo all the time. If you think that your size of your tool bigger than you should have, simply bring size of your brush or tool down at any time, or increase size of your tool at any time. And also I can adjust setting of my current tool at any time, just like this. Look at this, guys, how awesome is it? Now I would like to fix her hand. Same principle, I will click on my modifier, I will sample area next to the area I would like to improve, and I will paint over it. And again, short brush stroke will help, also smaller size of your brush will help, just like this. If you would like, you can increase, zoom in your document. But don't forget to zoom out periodically. Let me zoom out, just like this. Let me show to you before and after. So far, before and after. And I see that I need to fix this area. So what I will do, I will click and hold my modifier. I will sample area next to the area I would like to restore, and I will paint over this area, just like this. Now, I need to restore area over her hair. I will zoom in my document. I will click on my modifier, will hold it, sample area next to the area I would like to improve, and voila. Look at this. Fast, no pressure, no stress. Everything is easy. And I can control my tool using Apple Pencil. And I love it a lot. Just like this. Working with hair, it's easier because hair has a lot of texture, so I don't care if I have in one brush stroke darker area, or in another brush stroke I have lighter area, because as I said, hair has a lot of texture. And I would like to restore this area, so I will bring size of my brush down, and I will sample area right next to it, and I will paint it just like this. Look at this, guys, so easy. And the best part, I can start working, and basically I can finish working on my photo restoration from anywhere. And I will show to you how you can finish working on your photo restoration using Photoshop on iPad just in a second, guys. So I like her hair. I pretty much restored everything except her background. I will switch to spot healing brush tool, and I will not adjust any setting because I love my current setting. And using this tool, I will clean up her background just slightly. And just this, I can increase the size of my brush. And voila. And again, guys, I have only 20 minutes to stream. I'm trying to do to restore this image in a good way and as fast as I could. So spend more time and you will restore your image in a perfect way. Believe me, trust me. Just like this. Now, I would like to restore color of this image. I would like to convert this image to black and white because this image was taken about 47 years ago. So in general, I love black and white images. Can I restore, can I apply color? Can I restore this image to original colored image? Of course I could. But as I said, I love black and white. So what I will do, I will click on layers panel icon. I will expand layers properties just like this, and I will click on add a clipping adjustment just like this. And here, guys, we have a very beautiful black and white icon. I will click on it, and now I'm able to convert my image to black and white and control all colors, and I love it. So first of all, let me move red slider slightly, guys, slightly to the left, to the right, I'm sorry. Same with yellows, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my conversion to black and white. Now I will click on my layer, my image layer. I will click on add a clip adjustment one more time, and here we have a brightness contrast adjustment. I will click on it, and let's see, maybe I will increase brightness just slightly, and I will increase contrast, guys, slightly. I increased brightness to 3% and I increased contrast to 2%, and I'm happy with what I'm having right now. I will hide my original image. I will highlight my image layer, and I will ask Photoshop to merge all visible layers together just like this. And now let me show to you before and after. So far this is before, this is after. Huge improvement, right? But I'm not done yet. I will zoom in my document just like that. I will switch to selection tool, and I will select her hair, just like this. Look how good is it. If I would like to adjust my selection, I will switch to subtract icon and I will tell Photoshop that, Photoshop, I don't want this area be included in my selection. And Photoshop will say, okay, Victoria, let's do it. So this is my selection. Now I will click on add clipped adjustment, just like that, and I will click on bright contrast adjustment. And I will bring brightness slider slightly to the left, just like that. And I'm happy with my result. But I'm not done yet. I will click on my image layer again. Using same selection tool, I will select her dress, just like this. Around here and around here. Guys, did you see that Photoshop very intuitive? Photoshop selects everything just simply with one click, and I love it, love it, love it. So I selected her dress. I will click on add clipped adjustment and I will click on brightness contrast adjustment one more time, and I will bring adjustment brightness down, just like that, and I will increase contrast, just like this. Guys, the best part is Photoshop applies all my adjustment a separate layer with a layer mask. Example, if I think that this adjustment is too much for me, I can bring down opacity of this layer, of this adjustment. Simply, I will click on this layer and I can bring down opacity of just this adjustment, just like this. And look at this. Now everything is much better, looks more natural. And I will blend, I will merge all layers together one more time, merge visible. And I still have highlighted my selection tool. I will select her background, just like that, and Photoshop selects more than I wanted. So I will switch to subtract and I will tell Photoshop I don't need this area will be included in my selection. I don't need her ears included in my selection, and I don't need her hair included in my selection, just like that. And one more time Photoshop said, okay Victoria, I agree with you, I will not include this in your selection. Now I have selected her background. I will click on this beautiful icon and I will ask Photoshop to apply blur to my background, just like that, and I can control blur amount, completely washed out or blurred out or somewhere in the middle. I prefer to have it about somewhere in the middle to 1.4, and I'm happy. I will click done and I will deselect everything. Look at this, guys. Now let me show to you before and after. But as you can see, we have white border around our image, and our image a little bit disproportionate. What I will do, I will switch to transform tool and I will transform my image just slightly. Guys, you can play and you can see what transform will work with some particular image. So I'm happy with what I have now. I will click done, but I'm not done yet. I will add a new empty layer. Using paint basket tool, I will fill this layer with white color. Now I will switch to a simple selection tool and I will select area in my top layer, just like this. Perfect. And when I released my pencil, I selected the area I wanted. At the bottom of my screen, you can see that I have few options. I will click on erase and voila. And now I will click on deselect. Guys, look at this. One more time, I will merge all layers, visible layers, And now I will show to you before and after. Guys, look at this. We restored this old photo just in a few minutes using Photoshop on the iPad. This is absolutely amazing and I love it. And guys, of course, you can share your image in a way you like. You can publish it directly from Photoshop on the iPad. You can use quick export as option. Do whatever you want with your image. It's your image. So guys, this is what I wanted to share with you today. Thank you so much for being with me. Super appreciated. And again, as usual, if you have any questions, just ask. I will be more than happy answer to any of your questions. And if you will restore any image using Photoshop on the iPad after this live stream, please share on Twitter and tag me. I would love to see how you will restore your old image in Adobe Photoshop on the iPad. I can't wait to see it, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support. And I will see you. If I will not see you tomorrow, I will see you for sure on Friday. And we will paint using another Adobe mobile application, Adobe Fresco. It's a painting application. So guys, see you next time. Bye.